Hey guys, thanks for coming out again today. As Steve mentioned, we've had a good run in our non-conference. I know I didn't get a chance to speak with you last week, but we finished up a great two home tournament stand with a second place finish and a win over Arkansas State, which was a huge win for us. We went to their tournament last year and didn't perform at our best and had a couple of injuries. So to get that win on Thursday night was really big. And then, yes, Steve, we definitely want that UCF match back. I'd give anything to have that back. But finished with a great homestand and then hit the road for our last non-conference weekend of play. Playing Wyoming, playing Tulsa, playing Oral Roberts. We knew that was going to be another step up in our competition from the previous weekends, and it didn't disappoint. Wyoming came out on fire in set one and beat us 25-10. And I was telling my staff, I don't recall that I've been a part of a team on the losing end of that low of a number. So it was great to see our team rebound and respond as they did in the next three sets and to take that win. Wyoming has some big players on their team, some big physical kids, and it was a challenge for sure to get that W, but we were able to pull it out. The next night, we knew we were going to be playing a very experienced, very veteran Oral Roberts team, and the night before they had played Tulsa, very similar to us playing Arkansas State or us playing Arkansas Little Rock. It's a very emotional match. They're 20 minutes down the road, and it was great volleyball for us to scout and to see, and some great defense. But we knew playing the home team, we needed to bring it. And so I was really proud of our team because we've had these lulls in set one where we just wait to see how hard we need to either work or how we're going to bring it and how we're going to communicate with each other on the floor. So I felt like we did a much better job in set one versus Oral Roberts to show them, hey, we're here to go, and we're here to go in set one. We're not going to wait until set two to decide that we're ready to go. So we were able to finish that match out in three. And then the next night we got to play Tulsa. Tulsa has a pretty young team right now, a lot of sophomores and freshmen on the floor, but very good experienced kids. And traditionally that's a great team in their conference. They're always finishing in the top three, top four of their conference. So to get a win over them was huge. And to experience what we went through to get that win and have to not only work together, obviously that's, I know, a little cliche, but it was definitely important in that match to make sure that we were all on the same page. But could not be more proud of Sam Anderson and Megan Nash, two kids that have now, for 2 weeks of our non-conference season, been selected to all tournament teams. And then, I want to give a lot of credit to our setter, who was voted MVP, Elizabeth Armstrong. We have been kind of all over her all through preseason and all through our non-conference, pushing her to be a lot better, making better choices, processing the game a little bit higher at a higher level. And it's taken about 3 to 4 weeks to get her to the point that she's at. So I feel like we jumped a hurdle with her this weekend, and it was really good to see because, I was talking earlier, our setters are quarterback, so they're the ones that are initiating the ball or distributing the ball to our attackers to be able to hit. And, if they're doing it in a one-on-one situation, our hitters probably have a bigger advantage than when they're going up against a solid double block. So I thought she did a great job not only getting our hitters one-on-one and making great choices, but she also what we call dump the ball, which is where she actually attacks the ball instead of setting another attacker. So she was very efficient with her dump this weekend and just brought it from the whole team aspect. So looking forward to starting this next week on the road. Would obviously love to be at home with that, but obviously we got to go on the road at some point. But heading down to SFA, who's always a powerhouse in our conference, as you guys know. So that will definitely be a tough match. Same thing with Lamar. It's conference time, and it's time to close the chapter on our non-conference season, which was a great one, going 11-1. But now this is another phase of the conference. We kind of look at our season as 3 different seasons. So we have our non-con season that we just wrapped up. We have the regular season conference, and then we have postseason play, which is the conference tournament, and hopefully the NCAA tournament. And I was just talking with some people earlier today that this year the NCAA tournament is still taking place. They're still taking the 64 teams who are the either automatic bids from their conference by way of the regular season or the conference tournament, but they're also adding a version of what you guys would be equivalent to the NIT. They're calling it the NIVC. And so it's the next 32 teams out of each conference, which is really exciting for our sport because we have over 330 Division I teams playing and only 64 go. Whereas in men's and women's basketball, there's several opportunities with NCAA, NIT, CIT, CIB. I don't even know all the ones that they have. They have quite a few. But it's great, I think, that they're adding more opportunities for postseason play. So excited about getting it in the gym and working on a lot of stuff that we saw on film that we need to get better at. But looking forward to starting off the conference season.